Hey guys, welcome back to today's video, and in this video I'm going to go over how the Democratic Party still has hope in the 2024 elections this November. Now, before we get started, we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, and also turn on notifications by clicking the bell so you get notified whenever I upload a video instead of missing out on any of them. Also, we have channel memberships. The link to them will be pinned in the comment section down below, or you can find it in the description section, or you can just click the join button on my channel page. Become a member today. We have custom perks and custom emojis. Now back to the topic of today's video. So Democrats still have hope this November. Now what I mean by that, I'm not talking about the general election. I'm specifically talking about the Senate elections. The Senate is one area in which polls show strong signs for Democrats in 2024 or this November. Polling data out of the Senate shows consistent leads for some of these Democrats in these key swing Senate seats. For example, Tammy Baldwin is up by 7% currently, which is considered likely blue. Republicans think that it will be closer than that, but polls say otherwise. At this point in time, according to the polls, it is very clear that Biden is set to lose in the general level, but Democrats are set to overperform in the Senate level. Not saying that they will win it, but they will exceed expectations, for example, like they did in 2022, the midterms. And even in Arizona's three-way race between Ruben Gallego is consistently leading 6 or 3 points, which is not good for Republicans. Meanwhile, on the presidential level, Trump leads by 5 in the state of Arizona. So you can see the swing. You clearly see the disconnect. We are expecting not a lot of ticket splitting in the election, but maybe there is, according to the polls. And this is exactly what I mean. Even though Democrats are basically down for in the general election, they still got hope in the Senate, even though it's likely to flip in favor of Republicans. Doesn't mean they can't still overperform. They very well can, even if they lose. And we're looking at Montana's Senate race between Tim Sheehy and incumbent Democratic Senator Jon Tester. It just even keeps getting better and better for Democrats. Jon Tester, who is a Democratic incumbent in this state, is leading 4 or even 9 percentage points, which is promising news for Democrats all across the country. Meanwhile, Republicans think it's going to be an easy flip because there won't be any quote-unquote ticket splitting, which, based on the polls, there very well could be a possibility of a ton of ticket splitting between Trump and Senate Democrats. Republicans should learn from their 2022 midterm mistakes to not underestimate these Democrats. And even in Ohio, between Moreno and Sherrod Brown, Moreno is the likely nominee on the Republican side because Donald Trump, I believe, endorsed him. Republicans think that this seat will also flip due to no ticket splitting because, like I said, this is a general election and not a midterm. Well, I guess not according to the polls, in which Sherrod Brown wins. So all of these are great examples of consistent trends and leads for Democrats in the Senate. But it still is true that this year's Senate map will, of course, favor Republicans no matter what. The map is literally basically built for them to take back the Senate. And I mean that literally. And now we go back to the Senate forecast. Sherrod Brown has a 66% chance of winning his re-election Senate seat in the state of Ohio, which is roughly 2/3. Ohio is considered blue. That is scary for Republicans and not where they want to be. Nevada, Arizona are both lean Democrat. Nevada, Jackie Rosen is expected to win her re-election so Republicans will obviously have a hard time flipping that one. And then out of Arizona, Ruben Gallego has a 74% chance of winning that seat, and he's never held that seat before, ever. Montana, Jon Tester has a 65% chance of winning his seat, in which Republicans think that will be a very easy flip. And when we talk about the Rust Belt states, it even gets better for Democrats. Bob Casey and Tammy Baldwin are destroying Republicans in recent polling from February. Bob Casey is expected to win with a 90% chance. It won't even be competitive. He very well can win it by double digits against failed David McCormick. And then even in Wisconsin, Tammy Baldwin is set up with an 86% chance at winning her re-election. All I'm going to say is Republicans should reflect on what happened in 2022. I also do understand that this is an election year, while 2022 wasn't. It was a midterm year, and so that there will not be ticket splitting between Trump and Senate Democratic incumbents, but the polls suggest the complete opposite. So I'm not saying this is true, but just in case, be prepared to possibly see ticket splitting this November between Trump and Senate Democrats. So it all comes down to the March 5th primaries, or Super Tuesday. Candidate equality matters, and the 2022 midterms was a great example of that. Kari Lake or Dr. Oz, even Herschel Walker, all got destroyed by Democrats. But good news, Matt Rosendale will not be in Montana's Senate race on the Republican side, which benefit Republicans. I think Tim Sheehy is far better than that. So maybe Republicans won't blow their chances this time around. Maybe they learn from their mistakes. So let me know what you guys think on this in the comment section down below. But I am not going to run away from the fact that Republicans are favored to flip back the Senate. I'm just saying don't underestimate Democrats, because that's exactly what happened in 2022. Republicans are favored to flip back control of the Senate by 54% to Democrats roughly 45 to 46 percentage points. So that's obviously not the best news for Democrats. And then Republicans are expected to win 52 seats to the Democrats' 48 seats, which, by the way, is exactly what I have it happening. I think Republicans get 52 to Democrats 48, which, in my opinion, I think this forecast is probably pretty much spot on, in my opinion. I think this is very accurate and fair to say. And so that is pretty much it. And one last final reminder before I end out the video is we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already. And also turn on notifications by clicking the bell so you get notified whenever I upload a video instead of missing out on any of them. Also, we have channel memberships. The link to it will be pinned in the comment section down below. Or you can just click the join button on my channel page, or you can just find it in the description section. Become a member today. We have custom perks and custom emojis.